Yo, peep game. Just wanted to do a recap of what happened over Super Wild Card weekend, and on my picks, I was three and three. Should have picked the Lions, but it is what it is. But I'll get through that. So, Browns get demolished by the Texans, and that was a very surprising outcome. C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins, D'Amico Ryans, etc. Man, I apologize for doubting you guys. I thought I thought the game be closer. I think I had to score 28-24 Browns. That's why I thought it would be because of the Browns defense. But the Browns defense got semi-torched, and I'll get to why I'm saying that. Joe Flacco threw two horrendous interceptions. I'm trying to think. Was it two pick six? Yeah, it was. He threw two pick sixes back to back. Man, that's game done. That's a wrap. Yes, bench your starters. Get ready for the Ravens next week. Pretty much for the Texans. So I got props to the Texans for winning that game. Came out swinging, blew out the Browns, and it kind of shows like at the time I think Deshaun Watson would have been pretty helpful in that situation. But who knows? It could have still been the same result even if he didn't get hurt. Next game, Dolphins at Chiefs. Chiefs won 26-7. Tua threw an interception. Tyreek didn't get off, and I do think the weather, man, the weather definitely affect the Dolphins a lot more than the Chiefs. Even though I know Patrick Mahomes, part of his helmet got cracked, and I have heard people tell me and people I'm close to say they need to like do Kansas City games, have that be like the afternoon game because of how cold it gets there. But hey, Chiefs pulled it off. Patrick Mahomes threw I think he threw one or two touchdowns. I want to say one, but no, it was two. It was two. I think it was two. I'm going off memory. Forgive me. Tua, there are definitely question marks about Tua as a quarterback because the offense, they got everything that's needed. They got a good O line. They got two good running backs. They got a good receiving core. I'm not saying Tua's not a bad quarterback, but I think because of the type of uh, track speed he got the receiver spot, you need someone that can sling the ball a lot farther than maybe 50, 55 yards. You need someone that can put air under there and let Tyreek and Waddle run under it. But props to the Chiefs for winning that game and that inclement weather and that's straight up oh nah weather. That's not that was not brick. That was oh nah. I ain't doing nothing. So gotta give them credit where credit is due. I know this particular game was played on Monday, but I want to keep it AFC. Steelers at Bills. Well, let me tell you something, Josh. If Josh Allen plays like that consistently, how he did against the Steelers, if he could play like that consistently, whew, that's a tough team to beat. The Bills will be a tough team to beat. And one thing I'm gonna say about the Bills, they gotta get Stephon Diggs involved more. And I think that'll be important when they play the Chiefs. But I'll probably talk about that in a later. I'll talk about that in a later video. Props to the Bills stepping up. Mason Rudolph, he made some good throws, made some good plays, but he threw that pick. And the running game didn't really get going for the Steelers. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Now on to the NFC. I really want to speak. Nah, fuck it. Packers at Cowboys. Jordan Love looked like the second coming of Aaron Rodgers. Couple touchdown throws, man. Aaron Jones went completely off. I don't know what it is about playing Dallas in Dallas. And Aaron Jones had 118 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, and the Cowboys were just on their back heels the entire time. Dak Prescott was definitely pressing. threw two bad interceptions. One of them was a pick six. And I'm gonna say this: I know the score was 48-32. Look, if you didn't watch that game, it wasn't that close. Let me tell you that it was not that close. So, Packers, very surprising win. I did pick the Cowboys. What the Packers did to the Cowboys is what I thought the Cowboys would have done to the Packers, but I guess because it's the postseason, Dallas gonna be Dallas until Jerry Jones get out the way. Rams at Lions. Now this was probably, in my opinion, the best game of Super Wildcard Weekend because I would say the Steelers Bills game was Chiefs and Dolphins wasn't but so interesting because of the weather. Browns and Texans, I turned that off. The Cowboys and Packers, I turned that off. Kept looking back like it was like looking at a monkey with a grenade in his hand. You don't want to watch, but you can't help but look. To quote my brother, yeah. But I kept flipping back to that because nothing else. There was nothing else on. I just wanted to see what would happen and see if how close the Cowboys could get. But yeah, Rams at Lions was the best game of Super Wild Card Weekend. I know there are some missed calls. Puka Nacua went completely off, but Cooper Kupp, I don't know if he was double teamed the entire game, but Puka went off, but Cooper Kupp didn't do anything. Matt Stafford had a decent game. Jared Goff had a decent game. That was just basically matching wits. That was basically a chess match of coaching. And I know people complained about the rest, but when it comes to the Lions, I know fair is fair. I get it. But with the Lions, I'm like, all right, they've gotten screwed by the rest a lot. Let them have this one, man. Damn. Props to the Lions for getting their first playoff win since I was a child in the 90s. Bill Clinton was the president. So, hey, man, salute to the Lions. I think it'll be an interesting game when they play the Buccaneers. So, in the last game, Eagles at Buccaneers. Let me tell you something. I am not surprised by this result, but I'm surprised by that effort the Eagles gave. Look, I know, there's one thing to be a bad defense and trying. There's another thing just missing tackles, being undisciplined. Because Bradbury, he just threw his body out there. It seemed like no effort. It seemed like the Eagles like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Baker Mayfield looked like Tom Brady out there with the Bucks. I mean, he didn't throw any picks. I know Jalen Hurts was hurt. No pun intended. But man, that was a rough day at the office for the Eagles. I mean, we should have kind of seen that coming because ever since that Niners game, after they got blown out by the Niners this season, they have played like absolute trash overall. They got one win in the last 6-7 games. Eagles got to regroup for next season, but that's my reflections on it, and it'll be interesting what the divisional games will be. All right, be easy, everybody. Deuces.